You are now entering the world of a movie review. A world full of drama, joy, ridicule, movie spoilers, unpopular opinions, and adult humor for as far as the eye can see. Welcome to an evening at the movies.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. This is an evening at the movies, the podcast where we eat the stale popcorn, we drink the watered down sodas, and we talk about all of our favorite movies and why we love them. Um, this is a very weird, uneventful week, but confusing because this should have been Tuesday night, but unfortunately it is Friday now. But lots of stuff happening. Before we get into all of that, though, say hi to everybody's favorite co-hostess with the mostest on that side of your screen. Say hi, co-host,
Hi, co-host.
and
Um,
no
I
sudden movements for you.
I know. My neck and my arm are jacked up. Um,
Thank you for saying arm, because if you had said the wrong word following your neck,
my back.
we would have had a problem. Yeah, that one.
Well, it is my neck and my back. My neck, my
Nope,
back,
nope,
neck and my
nope,
back.
nope. Not going down that road.
No, I wasn't going to do the song. I was doing that quote from Friday. That's Friday, right? My neck, my back, my neck and my back.
Oh, when yeah, what's his face? The homeless tweaker dude.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I've got some kind of injury going on. Had some x rays, had an MRI yesterday. I don't know what's happening, but I was out of commission this whole week. So um, I'm feeling better enough to do this. So I'm glad. I am recording from my office in the new house for the first time. Nothing on the wall behind me yet, but hopefully next week you will see some cool stuff.
Well, I mean, hopefully I have nothing but faith in you because let's be honest, that's you know.
Yeah, I got zero unpacking and decorating done until I started yesterday in my office and had to purge a lot of books, a lot more than I wanted to, but it's okay. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Okay.
So,
Anyway.
um, because I evidently did not create a new studio, I did not realize, but we are only live on the YouTube today.
Oh,
Not live,
I just
not
shared it
live
on
on
Facebook.
huh?
I just shared the YouTube link on Facebook.
Okay, well, that will take everybody to the live feed, so
Yeah.
that's all that matters. So, um, screw all the shenanigans. But yes, if you were with us last week slash a month ago when we recorded last week's episode, and Amanda was unhinged and her bird was twitching.
It's Patrick Swayze. I mean, come on.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, her bird might twitch a little bit this episode too, but
Yeah, I've had a low key crush on Griffin Dunn for forever. So
even though he's an ass for 98% of this movie,
yeah. Mm.
just saying. But we will get into that. Um, but no, we the plan was we were supposed to be joined by a couple of very special guests this week. One of which had a job interview Tuesday afternoon and couldn't get home in time. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for movie miss. And the other
Heck yeah.
special guest that we were supposed to have was everybody's favorite. Havandre was supposed to be with us again this week for back-to-back weeks, but he's got a couple. Well, I don't know if he still does or not, but Tuesday he had a couple of sick kids floating around his house, and I get the whole pushing off your sick kids to be on their own while you record a podcast for an hour, hour and a half. Probably not the most responsible parenting choice in the world. But we hope his kids are feeling better. Again, all the positive vibes for Movie Miss that she gets her job, or at least gets a call back for the next round of interviews. Um, but the show must go on. So you're stuck here with your favorite co-host, and we're going to continue down the road of celebrating the worst movies of all time, supposedly according to this.
Yeah. I
Supposed
say,
show.
according to who?
Well, we're gonna get to a bad movie this month. I don't care what anybody says, but we're going to be joined by Griffey here in a second.
Mm.
Um,
Hello?
I'm here. Somebody disconnected my headset when he got up on the bed, so I had to
Ah.
reconnect it. And when it disconnects, it automatically mutes me. So I had to move everything over and unmute myself because everybody needs to be able to hear melodic, amazing voice. So
Okay.
anyway, where okay, yes, Razzie and um, where was I going with that? Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, the Razzies are the awards given out every year for supposedly the worst uh, movies in cinema for the year. And this month we're talking about movies that were either nominated or won the award. Yeah, I should say. But we may not totally agree or disagree with said nomination. So,
Oh, no, we disagree.
I just saying, I wasn't trying to spoil the review portion of the show, but it so if you weren't here last week, we discussed Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze and the fact that pretty much all three of us disagreed with the fact that it was worthy of being nominated for a Razzie.
Yeah.
This week we will be talking about the Madonna classic "Who's That Girl."
Who's that girl? Which
Yes, that one.
actually was not supposed to be the name of the movie until she wrote the song. The movie was supposed to be called Slammer, which I think would have been terrible. And then she wrote the song Who's That Girl, and they changed the name of the movie to that.
Well, okay, hold on a second.
Okay. Don't know what I'm holding on to, but I'll just keep talking while Casey is doing his thing. So yeah, 1987, Who's That Girl? The Razzie people, I mean, lots of people don't like it. I don't really understand why. I mean, I guess
Okay,
I do. I definitely, when we get to that part, I have some complaints, but overall, I think this movie
so
is
that I'm not 100% sure what you were just talking
talking,
about because I was off mic, but or off
but I was
headset.
still
But
talking.
I know, I appreciate that. Um, so I do have a question about this movie and the fact that it was nominated for a Razzie. But before we get to that, though, really quick, um, just some background information on said movie. Um, Who's That Girl, released on August 7th, 1987, was directed by James Foley, released by Warner Brothers Pictures, had a 17 to $20 million budget, made a whopping 19 million at the box office, so zero profit at all. Um, if you have not seen this movie, um, one, what the hell? Two, you can find it currently on the Tubi for free. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay for it. So, um, do you have the award information for said movie?
I do. Um, it was not nominated for a Razzie. It was nominated for multiple Razzies. Um, it was nominated for Worst Picture, Worst Actress for Madonna, and she won that. Worst Director, Worst Original Screenplay, and Worst Original Song for the song El Coco Loco, which I don't remember. However, the song Who's That Girl was nominated for Best Original Song at the Grammys and the Golden Globes. So people at least liked that song.
So, um, while I was preparing some notes, I don't have it directly on me, but um, this movie or this title song, "Who's That Girl," actually did chart very well on the Billboard charts. So um, I will ramble while I try and pull it up really quick because I screenshotted it.
Mhm.
But just okay. Basically, the U.S. Hot 100, it topped out at number one. U.S. Adult Contemporary topped out at 5. U.S. Dance Club Songs, it topped out at 44. Dance Single Sales, number 2. U.S. Hot R&B, 78. Uh-huh.
Nice.
So, I mean, it did well on other countries' charts as well, but I mean, I could have sat there forever and just had like 8 different screenshots as to how well the song did. So, and
Yeah.
that technically isn't even the only recognizable song off said soundtrack either. So the other being causing a commotion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're muted. Oh.
Okay, are we ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh, well, do we need to do Rotten Tomatoes real quick?
Oh, yes, because I do have Rotten Tomato scores as well.
Okay.
If you would like to wager
Um,
a guess.
yeah, I mean, I know this movie is widely criticized and apparently not well liked, but I've also seen a lot of positive reviews for it too. I'm gonna say the tomato meter is probably like 39, and I'm gonna say the popcorn meter is like 45.
So your popcorn was close.
Okay.
Um, Technically, um, there's only like just over 5,000 total reviews on both meters for the movie.
That's a
And
lot for this movie.
well, I mean, it's not the most well received movie in the world. I will say that. It is what it is. And we'll get to that throughout the episode, but on 5,000 reviews, the audience gave it a 48%.
Oh, okay. I was close.
You weren't that far off on your tomato meter either. Um, on 21 reviews, the critics gave it a 33%.
Oh, okay.
So, is it a great movie? Is it not a great movie? I mean, greatness is a subjective term.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, for the people that don't know, Who's That Girl is about uptight lawyer Loudon Trout. Trot. I said trout like they say it in the movie. It's
eh,
trot. Uptight lawyer Loudon Trot gets stuck with wild ex-con Nikki Finn, who's just released from prison and needs his help to clear her name for a crime she didn't commit. This leads to chaotic misadventures in New York City as they're chased by criminals and cops while uncovering a plot involving Loudon's fiance's father.
bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, um, before I get to one of my favorite parts of the movie, um, let's go with why do you feel like this movie got nominated for said Razzie?
I mean, I think so. I will say, and people may disagree with me on this because most of the positive reviews I've seen said that they loved Madonna in this. I thought Madonna was too much. I thought it was over the top. She was too much with that accent and with the constantly yelling Loudon and Murray. And just like, I felt like she was trying to be herself, but on, steroids because she's trying to like her character was very over the top, but I think she went a little too over the top with it. As much as I love this movie and other like 80s movies with Madonna, her early years acting voice is very, very annoying. Um,
Yeah, she definitely gave me a very like Cassandra Peterson slash Elvira vibe in this movie,
well, and she's from Philly. Why is she talking like she's from the Bronx? Like,
right?
I mean, in the movie, I think Madonna is actually from one of the one of the not as fancy boroughs. I can't remember exactly, but I do think she is from New York. But obviously, her voice changes over the years because she doesn't stay that annoying. Um,
No, I
but
mean she definitely improves as an actress over time.
but on the
I
flip
don't
side
necessarily.
of that, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I don't necessarily think she's a overly accomplished actress in the mid to late 80s.
Yeah,
I feel like she's still coming into her own.
but yeah, even though she was over the top with everything, I do feel like you could tell that she wasn't afraid to have fun with the character. So the character I thought was fun. I think her voice in general just annoys me in this movie. And then the other reason I would say is that so much of this movie is so unrealistic. Like, but again, it's an 80s like screwball comedy, so you shouldn't go into it expecting accuracy and realism, but there's a lot of stuff in this movie that I was like,
No,
"What? That would never happen." Like, come on.
no, and especially if you're our age, you need to come into watching this movie the first time fully expecting that it's an 80s movie. There's going to be a certain level of cheese involved,
A lot of cheese.
and this movie is cheesier than the cheesiest nachos you've ever eaten in your entire life.
I mean,
Not that's a
let's
bad thing. I mean, that's what makes 80s movies what they are.
oh, yeah, definitely. But, like, let's talk about, like, straight off the bat, the first most unrealistic thing that you're hit with is bitch only got 7 years for murder and got out in 4. I'm sorry, what world are we living in that somebody only gets 7 years for murder? That straight off the bat was like, "What? She only served 4 years for killing her boyfriend?" Like, how is that even
Yeah,
possible?
even if a murderer is gonna be paroled, you would think they'd at least have to serve a minimum of a decade.
I mean, I think her character wouldn't be as, like, quirky and all this other stuff had she served more time than that. Like, it would've made the movie depressing, I guess, but I don't know. I was like, "Come on." She was out of prison 4 years after they found her boyfriend's body chopped up in her trunk. Like, come on, that's not happening.
Yeah. So, um, so
Oh,
like
and
I
Raoul, the limo goes off the parking garage into the Hudson, and then not only are they able to drive the car out of it, but they're both alive, and he just comes out, they come out with seaweed all over them and spitting fish
yeah,
out of his mouth. It was very much like a cartoon.
which back up reverse. I mean, back to one of my favorite aspects of the movie, and this applies to other cheesy 80s movies as well, like Mannequin. Um, that opening credit sequence at the beginning of this movie
Mhm.
is freaking genius. I
Yeah,
love the
animated.
animated cartoon. Basically, they animate and tell you the brief exposition of the story so that you don't have to get bogged down with a whole bunch of extra crap as they're trying to
Yeah.
get the movie up and going. So that definitely is something that I absolutely loved about the movie. So,
Yeah, it was very cartoonish. I mean, all the physical
so
comedy, the, you know, like, what's his name? Loudon? Loud and Clear? Like, that felt like a Spaceballs or like a, Three
yeah,
Amigos kinda joke, like, Loud and Clear.
go
And the whole "I
figure.
had her in my cab once," that was one of my favorite, like, running jokes through the movie. I didn't say I gave her a ride, I said I had her in the cab. They get the old guy at the end, he's like, "Oh, I got a key, I had her in my cab once," and you're like, "That old guy?" That was a good
Oh,
running
I
joke
mean
in the movie.
that wedding was a freaking joke anyway, and
Well,
does no less than solidifying the fact that this movie is loaded with fucking cheese.
I mean, yeah, talk about the bridesmaids. So, eh, that's another part that really bothers me. I'm like, "Okay, I get that this is a comedy, but Wendy gets away, but they take the bridesmaids with them, and everything just goes on like normal." And then at the wedding, she's like, "Have you seen the bridesmaids? Did you guys miss that the bridesmaids are still kidnapped?" Like, it was just so like, what? What is happening right now?
I've never been a bride before. You have, so maybe you can attest to this. But I would imagine if I ever was a bride, not that I ever plan on being one, but um, if we're minutes away from my wedding starting and my bridesmaids are nowhere to be found, I'm not gonna be all. Eh. I'm gonna probably be having a damn nuclear meltdown.
Right, and, like, why weren't the cops called? Because there's reporters there asking them questions as they're being driven away in the cab, and they're all lassoed together with one rope, like, what the hell? Are
Yeah.
you do you have feelings for your captors? Do you feel exploited as a woman? And one of them's like, "I don't even know what that means." But I did like Haviland, is it Morris? The girl that plays Wendy,
Yeah.
Caroline from 16 Candles. She was really funny in this, I will say. She's tied up and that guy's got a knife to her throat and she's like, "Did you tell them I went to Vassar?" Like,
I'm
she was pretty funny.
honestly probably the worst performance in the entire movie, in my opinion, probably was Madonna. No offense. I mean, maybe Wendy's dad. I think even that's a pretty
Yeah.
good stretch. I mean, other it's not a movie where you're gonna have you're gonna go into it expecting, oh well, these people should have been, you know, fighting and scratching and clawing for Academy Awards at award time. Why the hell was this movie nominated for a Razzie? No, it this movie is a pure entertainment value movie that you're supposed to be able to sit back and laugh and enjoy and just have a good time.
Yeah. And I mean it's pretty good at that. I mean, in my opinion, Griffin Dunn is criminally underrated, and I thought he was so good in this movie. Like his comedy was so well timed and just like I wish he had made more movies like this or like similar like, goofball comedies cuz he was really good. Even though he's
He
exactly Ted
definitely plays.
Mosby. I feel
No,
like they
he's
based Ted
very
Mosby
much.
off this character.
He's very much a Ted Mosby type character in this movie. Like when you said
Yeah.
that the other day, when you were rewatching the movie, like I totally saw it and I was like, oh, that would make sense.
Mhm. It was driving me crazy. I was like,
And
"Who does he remind me of?" I mean, they look similar, especially in the movie, but also just the character, the way he talks, the things he says, just like his overall demeanor. I was like, "Who does he remind me of?" I was like, "Oh, it's Ted Mosby. Ted Evelyn Mosby."
hmm, so evidently he ages like a fine wine as well. I just sent you a screenshot.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Griffin Dunn, I wish
maybe
had
not
gotten
necessarily
more.
a fine wine, but
Oh, no, he looks very distinguished and, yeah. Okay. He's looking pretty good for 70. Oh, another
so
random
for those
fun
of you who,
fact. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
oh, okay, go. Oh, I was just gonna say, if anybody who is watching and or listening doesn't necessarily know where you may or may not have seen him from, American Werewolf in London, Practical
Mhm.
Magic. He was in My Girl. Obviously, who's that girl?
Oh, he's so hot in My
Um,
Girl.
Johnny Dangerously. Um, there's a wealth of movies out there that he's been a part of in some way, shape, or form. So I would definitely recommend you go check him out.
Yeah. That's why I wish he would have gotten more comedies because even though American Werewolf in London isn't really a comedy, his character in that movie is so funny. Like, he is so witty and again with the perfect comedic timing and, like, how he delivers his lines. Like, I really wish he had had a bigger career in, like, the comedy area because I think he's really good.
Yeah, scrolling through this list of movies that he's been in, there isn't really a whole lot that jumps out screaming at me as a comedy per se. or
Right.
even him being a comedic part of said movie. So, you know, but all right. Anyway, other than Griffin Dunn, what is it about this movie that you fell in love with as a little plobster?
Um, sorry, George is here. It is in this room. I know it is in this room. Sorry, he's looking for the box cut. Oh, wait, here. Here. Sorry. Um, I mean, again, I think that, I like the concept of Nikki is like, I didn't do this and I'm determined to clear my name. And, she's just willing to do whatever and she's not scared of anything. Like when she's buying the gun from the guy and he's just shooting off the machine gun, she's just like, okay, cool it. Like, and she has a way with this wild exotic cat that, like, immediately it becomes her pet. And just, I don't know. I will say the only thing that bothered me about that particular plot line was Loudon tells her several times, I promised I would get you on that bus. Why did she never think to ask, who did you promise that to? Like she's sitting here trying to clear her name. In my mind, that would have triggered, who wants me on this bus so bad that they sent someone to drive me there? Like the fact that that never occurred to her kind of annoyed
Well,
me,
because
but it didn't fit with what they're trying to do. I get it.
even for Loudon per se, it shouldn't necessarily add up either because he basically gets tasked with doing this and told that um, it's a new charitable
Right.
service that the um, firm is offering, and it's like, okay, that sounds
Why?
fishy as hell right off the bat.
Right? Like
So
I'm a finance lawyer or whatever kind of lawyer he is. It's like you're not
yeah,
why are you but again, dad says jump and he's going to say how high cuz he's marrying into the family and he works for the guy and whatever. But
it's
I
the
just felt like
'80s.
to
It's all about
her,
the money.
yeah, it just should have occurred to her when cuz he kept saying it. Like I'd be like, "What who wants me on this bus so bad?" Maybe that has something to do with, getting me out of the way. Um
Yeah,
I did love the whole prenup thing with the dad when he's like, "Oh, you don't have to read that. It just basically says that um,
you're not getting anything when I die.
someday the houses, the cars, the
The
apartments,
business,
someday none of it will be yours."
yeah.
And the prenups got pages of like sexual positions that they're not allowed to do.
Oh
It's so
Lord.
gross. I love his face. He's like, "What is this?"
First of all, to have your in-laws that knowledgeable about your bedroom activities,
Yeah, that's gross.
that's creepy as hell. Could you imagine your in-laws having that kind of
Ew.
say in yours?
No, yeah, no. It's like, why does he have these drawings of sexual positions with X's through? I'm like, nope, nope, nope.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, because like every one of them has like an X through it except for like one.
yeah, probably missionary. I don't
And
remember.
it's like, yeah, I think it was.
Hey, it's the pimp and the fat man. I thought I killed them. Here's just some random funny lines.
Because other than the animated opening credits of the movie, that's probably the other best part of the movie is the random out of nowhere one liners that you get throughout the entire movie.
Yeah,
So
I do. I did think also it was kind of weird that Loudon basically Like, they go from not even having kissed to her going, "It's been a long time, 4 years," and then they kiss, and then you're obviously, you know that they slept together, and then the next day he's like, "I'm marrying Wendy Worthington in 2 hours as scheduled." Like, what?
Yeah, that was the moment when I texted you earlier and said he's a dickhole
Yeah.
because literally they have like this sweet romantic moment, and literally just hours later, I'm marrying Wendy in 2 hours.
I wanna know why Montgomery Bell had clothes that fit her in his mansion apartment. She's like, she had a complete glow up. Hair done, makeup, fancy outfit, fancy jewels, like, clearly his fetish is, like, wild ladies because 'cause he's got that girl chilling out there in that arboretum just waiting for him, dressed in her, like, loincloths. So he's clearly got a fetish. Why does he have fancy jewels and gowns for random women?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff about him that just is very off-putting. We'll leave it at that.
But at that point, all this stuff we're talking about, I mean, you're basically overthinking it if you're thinking about that stuff. Like, not that that wouldn't, like, I'm sitting there watching the movie, like, again, why didn't she think to ask him this? It's a cheesy 80s comedy. You have got to let all of those expectations go out the window and just appreciate it for what it is and enjoy what you're watching and don't think too hard about it. Because if you overthink it, yeah, this movie's terrible, like, objectively.
Yeah, yeah, that was my whole point from the opening of the show is this is not one of those movies where you need to just sit down and expect to start the movie and engage your brain to analyze this point and that point and the continuity and all of it. No, it's sit down, shut your mouth, and just enjoy the fucking ride.
Yeah. Yeah. You just got to enjoy it for what it is. Loud and clear.
Eh,
Lady, loud and clear. Uh, do you have
oh,
any
geez.
favorite quotes that we haven't talked about?
Um,
I have a few, but I was going to let you go first.
oh, I think my favorite part is, or my favorite, one of my that I still come back to mentally on a semi-regular basis is um, when everybody gets to the wedding and everything's unfolding, and the cheap imitation Miami Vice cops show up at the wedding and arrest the pimp and the fat guy, and the one cop is like, "These are your rights,"
Yeah.
and just throws the little Miranda right card out the freaking window. Like
Yeah.
those two guys are assholes, but they're assholes with a 1980s flair to them, driving around in an inconspicuous Ferrari,
Yeah.
trying to pursue and uh, surveillance or do surveillance on. Yeah, it, no.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite quotes too. He's like, "We can't take that car. It has undercover cop written all over it." And he's like, "Fine, we'll just take this one. It has pretentious asshole written all over it."
Yeah,
I also will say for 1987, very bold to have those 2 cops kiss each other in the car at the end. I liked it.
yeah, that. even at 10 years old, when I first saw the movie, threw me off
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah, I was
like,
like, what are they doing?
well, to me, even watching it as a 48, almost 49-year-old man, like, okay, what was the point of having them do that? That it doesn't explain any aspect of the story. It just,
It was random.
let's just throw it in for shock value.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
That's basically
interesting.
what it was a shock value moment.
Yeah, definitely. But it was kind of funny.
Oh, it
Um,
definitely not something that didn't not make me laugh, but you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that, again, back to the whole, if you're coming into this movie expecting things to be perfectly in line and making sense, then
yeah.
you're definitely missing the boat on something. So,
I I liked with Loudon's character how like sometimes he was really like, freaking out. Like he's like, help me. But then other times stuff happens and he's like perfectly calm. Like when they're about to go to Cartier and she's asking to go to the bank and he's so cool. He's like, we did one of your things already. We killed the pimp and the fat man. Now it's time to do one of my things.
uh,
Or
but
when he's like, just
but
tell me, you're the
did
Antichrist, aren't you? I won't be
did they
mad.
kill the pimp and the fat man though?
Well, clearly they didn't. It's the pimp and the fat man. I thought I killed them. um,
Oh, so much shenanigans in this movie from start to finish. Even the
definitely.
weird freaking black market guns dealer that they meet up with. I mean, that dude had tweaker written all over his face.
Yeah. I mean, this movie is wildly absurd in so many ways, but I still love it. I my brother and I watched it all the time as kids.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely aspects of the movie that definitely make it an iconic movie and deserving of multiple rewatches.
Definitely.
So, um, did you have anything else you want to cover before we get to top fives?
I don't think so. I'm saving the rest for my review. So, um,
Would you like to go first with your top five since I have
sure.
low hanging fruit?
So I did this at the last minute off the top of my head, so I'm probably gonna forget some that people may be screaming, going, "Why didn't you say this movie?" And it's just because I just did this off the top of my head. But I picked, and they're not ranked either. Um, my top 5 favorite movies that star singers turned actors. Um, honorable mentions. We're gonna go with Labyrinth. David Bowie, thought he was great in that.
Iconic role.
Um, iconic. Runner, Runner, Justin Timberlake. JT is actually a pretty good actor. He's done some other, good movies too, but that's just my one of my favorites that stuck out. Um, and I could have picked so many, but well, actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I know there's so many for Cher, but the first one I thought of was Moonstruck. Um, but all the honorable mentions for Cher.
It's
So
the one that she got her Academy Award for.
yeah, she was. She didn't win for Mask. I know she had to have been nominated.
I think she was nominated. I don't think she won.
And then, oh crap, is that Cher? Is Sharon Witches of Eastwick? She's not, is she? Is
Yes,
she?
ma'am.
She is. Okay. So anyway, Cher's phenomenal. She's a great actress. She's a great singer. Love everything about her. Okay. Number 5, I went with Hairspray for Queen Latifah. One of my favorite musicals of all time. Love Queen Latifah. Number 4 went with Romeo Must Die. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. I think she would have kept having an amazing musical career, and I actually think she could have had a decent acting career too. I mean, she was really great in Queen of the Damned. Queen of the Damned? Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Part 2 of the Vampire Chronicles.
Number 3, I did not. Oops, sorry. I did go with a Madonna movie, but I didn't go with Who's That Girl. I went with A League of Their Own. She has a smaller part in that than some of the other ones, but I love that movie,
I
obviously.
think it's one of her better acting roles that she's had in
Ag-
her career.
Agreed. And again, not far off. It kind of seems like she's probably playing some version of herself, just like in Who's That Girl, but I don't care. Number 2, we are gonna go with Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube. Ice Cube's
Cube.
what?
I was just saying Cube.
Oh, I thought you said you, like you were gonna say
No,
you
I said
asshole or something like that.
Cube.
And then number 1, even though I've seen that this movie has gotten some hate, I think it was actually nominated for a Razzie because we talked about it, but I don't give a fuck. My number 1 is The Bodyguard,
This movie
Whitney
actually
Houston.
was nominated for a Razzie
Yeah,
for
people are stupid.
worst picture of whatever year it came out, or the year after it came
90,
out.
93, 94, whatever. People are stupid. The Bodyguard's phenomenal. And Whitney Houston, again, she's got other movies, really good actress. I love her in The Preacher's
Well,
Wife, love Waiting to Exhale, but The Bodyguard's the best.
so I mean, spoiler alert for eventually when we get around to doing The Bodyguard, but I do believe The Bodyguard was her debut movie.
I think you're probably right.
So if people are sitting down to watch that movie again, like with Who's That Girl, and expecting an Academy Award performance from somebody, then you're missing the boat on. I mean, I don't necessarily think Whitney did a bad job in that movie at
I thought
all.
she was great. Again, playing a version of herself like Madonna. I mean, she's playing this
Yeah,
rich superstar singer actress who has a stalker. Like,
yeah, and
wasn't a stretch for her, but it didn't mean it wasn't good.
no, and unfortunately, that's where you're going to get backlash from the critics is that whole suspension of disbelief and well, she's really not acting, she's basically just playing herself, blah blah blah, blah,
Right.
whatever. People can get over themselves.
But it was relatable. I mean, even though we don't relate to someone in her position, she made it feel relatable. She made it feel human. She made it feel like I'm scared for my life, I'm scared for my son, but I'm also this diva who has all this shit that I'm going to do. Like to me, she just made it feel so relatable that it didn't make me think she was bad. I don't know. Sorry, real quick before you do yours, I have to go back to my fun fact that I was going to say. Speaking of debut roles, Who's That Girl is Stanley Tucci's first feature film debut role. He plays one of the people on the docks. Like, not even, I think he has like one line, but just thought that was funny.
And if you blink, you're going to miss him.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. One more honorable mention Poetic Justice for Janet Jackson. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, well, that's a freaking given.
So I know I probably forgot some really good ones, but again, that was off the top of my head. So
So I'm going to go with um, top 5 quote unquote Madonna songs from a movie, which go figure, there's a lot more than you imagine that there is.
there's a lot.
So,
I'm interested to see.
honest to God, it was hard to nail down just a five. Um, so we're just going to try and dumb it down and make it as simple as possible. So
Okay.
I don't have any honorable mentions. We're going to
I'll
go
I'll
number
cover
five.
those.
Oh, I'm sure. We're going to go number five, causing a commotion, otherwise known
Okay.
as the opening credit song from Who's That Girl?
Nice.
Um, Number five,
You
I
mean
may get
four?
hate, for, or number four, I mean, yes. I may get some hate for this one, but honestly, at the end of the day, it wasn't necessarily my favorite movie or Madonna performance of all time. So we're going to go with Don't Cry for Me, Argentina from Evita.
I mean, I have no problem with that being your number four, but that song is a to me that is one of her best performances, both as an actress and a singer. But whatever.
I I just personally wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
So to me, the five that I have are fairly close um, on the scale. There's not a hell of a lot of room in between them.
Yeah.
So um, number three is going to be from her appearance with then husband Sean Penn in I bel what the hell was the name of that damn movie?
Is that Shanghai Surprise?
Yes,
No. Yeah.
uh, and Live to Tell.
Yeah. Did you know that Sean Penn was supposed to play Loudon in this movie, but because Shanghai Surprise did so poorly, they didn't go that route? Thank God.
Well, I mean, again, she didn't get a whole lot of critical acclaim early in her career.
But Live to Tell is an amazing song.
Yeah, it really is. Number two, just because of the movie that we're discussing, I'm going to go with Who's That Girl?
Okay.
Like, I enjoyed the music
Who's
video
that
for that,
girl?
but um, number one, in my opinion, and there's no beating this at all by any stretch of the imagination.
I
This
know
used
what
to
it
be my
is.
this used to
Yeah.
be my playground from A League of Their Own. That
Used to be.
I mean, it fits that movie so perfectly.
Okay, so yeah, it does. Um, I would swap out Causing a Commotion and Don't Cry for Me, Argentina for Into the Groove from Desperately Seeking Susan and I'll Remember from With Honors. I'll Remember is one of my all time
Again,
favorites.
the list of songs that she's had in movies is like it's like My Johnson,
Ew.
long and distinguished.
Ew. Oh, but you also got to have Crazy for You
I mean,
from Vision
again,
Quest.
long and distinguished.
Crazy for You.
And then, I mean, that
She had
doesn't
a
even
Bond
necessarily.
song too, didn't she?
I believe so.
Think Die Another Day. Not that that wasn't one of my favorites, but
I mean, at the end of the
she's had
day,
several.
and we haven't even scratched the surface on just like Madonna songs that may have just popped up in randomly out of nowhere in like The Wedding Singer or whatever
Right.
that have nothing to do with the freaking movie. It's just
13 going on
great.
30 has a few Madonna songs.
Yeah, I mean, the holiday was in The Wedding Singer,
Wedding Singer. Holiday, celebrate. Poor
but I
Robbie.
mean, I don't necessarily consider it as a song from a Madonna movie. Or yeah, so
You
all
froze
right,
up. You're frozen. No, I know what you mean. You're doing Madonna songs that were specific to the movie or that she wrote or were written for the movie. Like I get it.
yeah. So all right, if you were to rate
Okay.
this movie out of 5, what would you give it? Spoiler alert:
So
you're going to get a little slutty.
despite all of its, continuity errors, implausibility, I don't care. I think this movie is fun. Again, screwball 80s comedy. You got to go into it knowing that's what it's going to be. I think the comedic timing in the movie is very good. Um, again, Griffin Dunn, criminally underrated. Haviland Morris, with her small part that she had, made this movie like amazing too. Like Wendy Worthington was just a funny character. Um, the tiger, or those looked like pumas to me. I don't actually know what kind of, unless they really are that West
Murray.
African sphinx or whatever. Murray and his girlfriend. um, but yeah, I'm going to try to be objective, even though this is a movie I grew up watching. I've always enjoyed. Um, I'm going to give it 3.75 Tiger Cartier necklaces because I'm
Mm,
trying to be objective. My enjoyment level will be like 4.5.
so again, like I go back and forth between the whole. Do you, are you going into this movie just expecting entertainment value, or are you being overly analytically critical and all of that? And yeah, if you're going to be analytically critical of the movie, then yeah, the rating out of 5 is going to be a lot lower
Yeah,
than what it could be. So, is this movie perfect? Not by any stretch of the imagination. Um, does it have its moments? Absolutely, 100%. Um, as long as you can keep it in your mind that you're here to be entertained and you're not expecting, you know, cinematic quality, then, you know, it can be an enjoyable watch. So, um,
definitely.
definitely Griffin Dunn
Mm,
was probably acting wise one of the best parts of the movie, if not the best part of the movie. Um,
definitely.
Murray the cat probably stole the movie. Just saying, in case you couldn't tell my screen name.
Yeah. But he's
Um,
almost 16. Again, how does she know how old this cat is? She just met him. Anyway.
if I'm going to weigh everything out on a fair, even Steven 50-50 scale, I would probably go uh, 3.75 um, cougar boyfriend girlfriend relationships out of 5. Again, said it before, I'll say it again. It's not a horrible movie as long as you're not expecting, you know, Citizen Kane or The Godfather Part 2 or any of those amazingly
Yeah,
great cinematic masterpieces of all
definitely.
time. So,
Go check it out.
definitely.
Full of full of
It,
awesome family fun.
it's free on the Tubi. I mean, you have to sit through ads occasionally, but it's not like every 15 minutes or so.
Gives you
You've
time
only
to
got like,
pee or refill your drink.
yeah. So, I mean, if you're going to get something for free, they got to get their money somehow. So,
Holiday, celebrate. It's stuck in my
man,
head now.
Amanda's gonna have that version of the songs stuck in her
It
head the
is.
rest of the night now.
I can't stop hearing it.
So,
I am the one with the microphone, so you will listen to every damn word I have to say.
uh,
Okay, sorry.
I love doing that movie.
Yeah.
Um, Before we put a wrap on the episode, though, we have to, as always, thank the listeners for being here each and every week. You guys are amazingly incredible, and all of the joy and funness involved. We will be back again live, probably in just a few short days, to record next week's episode, where I believe we will be joined by Papa Palpatine himself
I hope so.
for, barring any unforeseen hiccups. Let's hope not. We had enough of those this week.
Yeah.
Um, we will be back next week for Armageddon.
Armageddon on.
Yeah, Amanda wants to. I don't know how we ended up with freaking 3 out of 4 movies that have people in it that make Amanda's bird twitch.
This is true.
So, um,
If you thought Roadhouse was bad, wait till we get to Ben and Armageddon.
oh
I'm
Lord.
gonna need a cold shower after talking about that movie.
No, it is what it is. So, Palpatine and I know what we're in for. So, and then we will wrap up Razzie Month with a discussion, if that's what you want to call it, on Breaking Dawn Part 2, because that's what the unpopped kernels chose for us in the
I
poll.
mean, don't we have to do Breaking Dawn 1 and 2 for it to make sense?
I mean,
Like, can't we just do them together? Or, well, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
technically, they were both nominated, so
Ow!
4 out of the 5
Sorry.
of the movies were nominated for freaking Razzies. So,
That doesn't surprise me. I actually thought Breaking Dawn was decent. It's Kristen Stewart. Oh my god, she's so annoying. Oh, you went muted again. You nicknamed my baby after the Loch Ness Monster? God, she's so stupid.
that is, she is probably one of my 2 biggest complaints about that movie. And we will get, um, we have a vote on
Uh-oh.
or
Brandy says yes, both.
I
I
mean,
mean, I think you have to for it to make sense, if you can make sense of any of
other,
that.
otherwise you're literally picking up the discussion at the midway point of that final story with the cliffhanger. And for people who may or may not have already seen the movie or read the books, they're not going to know what led to all of that. So fuck it, I'll call an audible. We will do Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Part 2 at the end of the month. And bonus, I mean, it gets 2 out of the 5 movies off the damn board. So
That's true. That is very true. And actually, my bird will be twitching when we're talking about Jacob, so that's all 4 movies. Woo!
Huh.
Brandy is pushing her luck in these comments. She's fighting for the life of Twilight.
Or
Or all of them. The end had started from the very beginning.
um,
Don't hold your breath, sis. I'll see what we can do.
so Brandy has been here from day one, and she knows my thoughts and opinions. And truth be told, when we get to the final three movies, or the first three movies in that franchise, Brandy says she knows. Um, it may not be for a while. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Brandy, I'm using one of my Taylor diamond coasters that you made me. Taylor Swift in the his house. Brandy's so talented.
Seriously, we were that close to getting through a whole freaking episode without a damn Taylor Swift reference.
No, because I got to organize my Taylor shelf. Do you see all that? That is all Taylor Swift merch or or Taylor Swift related stuff. I got a lot of books. I got my Lover house, my Lover Lego house.
Not just Tay Tay. You got the
What?
king too.
What king?
The king. There is not more than one king.
Elvis?
No. Uncle
I have no
Stephen
idea what
King.
you're talking about. Oh, yes, Stephen King. Yes, I've got a whole bookshelf for that king.
The king.
The king.
So, all right. So, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed rewatching the movie, even if it did take me a while to get through it.
Mm,
Um, but that's okay. It just means it got drug out and savored over a longer period of time.
there you go.
So, two down, two to go, and then on to a certain podcast 5 year anniversary. I can't believe the show is turning 5 years old in a couple weeks.
I know.
We're getting old. Just saying, in case you couldn't tell from the gray hairs rapidly taking over my beard.
Oh, real quick, Brandy, since you're here, I don't know if you uh, own the Twilight books, um, or if you want to or whatever. And we're gonna have to wait. I would show it to you, but it's too high up for me to reach. They came out just recently with a 20th anniversary edition of the book, and it is gorgeous. Target's got it. Walmart's. I pre-ordered it from Walmart. Amazon's got it. So if you do have the books and you want to collect that, you should go look it up. I'll send you a screenshot later.
Oh, just
Whatever.
saying.
It's beautiful.
So, all right, lots of fun. I enjoyed it. Brandy says I have them, but now I need it.
Yeah, you have to get this if you want to collect the books, and I'm hoping they do it for every. I'm guessing they'll do it for everyone. You have to get this, so I'm gonna send it to you in the messages.
Yeah, they're working on kind of sort of a similar thing with the Harry Potter books as well. I don't know if it's
Uh,
exactly like that, but they're doing a specialized version of each of the Harry Potter books so far, and I think they're up through
oh,
Goblet of Fire. So
that's pretty cool.
might be Order of the Phoenix by now. I don't know. I think I've got the first four. So, um, but yeah, week two in the books. Co-host, take us home.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening, and we hope you're enjoying Razzie's month and the movies we've picked. And we hope you all come back for an evening at the movies. Goodbye.
Peace and hair grease.